We are in Dallas Fort Worth International Airport at Founders Plaza. It's an area of observation of the airport. Very interesting and free, completely free. So I'm going to take you through quickly to show you a few of the things that is here. There is also one in Houston at the George Bush airport, and it's just not as nice as this one. This has parking and picnic tables, and an airplane from Alaska just flew in. But it's real close to the runway, which I'll show you, and very well maintained. We love it. Just going to show you that there are walking paths and additional parking, and on a beautiful day, especially in the shade, it's really nice. There's a lot of breeze and a lot of times heavy winds, but it's very well maintained. Hello, I'm coming to you from Dallas, Coppell exactly. This is where we've been for the last couple of weeks, helping Claire. She's had some doctor appointments and errands and projects and everything, so we devoted a couple of weeks to her after we moved to our new house. And we needed the respite because we were exhausted. But we also have some extra time before we go back next week. She's coming back with us, so with Jack, and so we need, I felt like if I had some time now, I better start the video. And the theme of our video is fun things to do this summer, some suggestions from the mentors, some ideas that I had, and then I did some research of suggestions from some online blogs. Hello, different room, different clothes, different day. I am feeling so much better, and I am feeling really good about the video, except that I sound really bad. But anyway, we're gonna move on, and I think the devotional that we're gonna be doing is the best part of the video. We're going to read and focus on Proverbs 22:6, which you've all heard many times. Train up our children in all the ways that they should go. So it's our responsibility to train and guide them. And we're going to discuss the word ways. Do you feel like you're constantly reminding your children what way to avoid in our troubled world? So the misinterpretation of the verse and fostering a life of reaction in our children is focusing on what they're not supposed to do all the time, rather than what they're here for. What's their life purpose? We have to give them a purpose. We have to give them a sense of direction as parents. Our children can then have an understanding of the reason that they were born, why they were sent from heaven to live on earth. For example, if we have an airline ticket, and if the airline ticket listed every gate that was not to our destination, then we would frantically be wandering around the airport looking for our destination. Well, rather than the ticket saying just what your purpose is or what your destination is, and knowing that and focusing on that and getting to that gate and getting on that plane. It's so similar to what your purpose or your talent is and what you are going to achieve. But children need guidance with that. The guidance is what you get from being very active with God. Your personal encounters with God on behalf of our children are so important. We need to pray for them, pray for their spirit, pray for their purpose, pray that we have the right words and the right wisdom. Wisdom's a huge key in order to lead them and guide them in their lives and make good choices. Our children are unique, and their purposes on earth are unique. Ask God what He thinks. Trust in His guidance. We are also building a trust inside of our children at the same time. Don't limit God. Has God spoken to you about one of your children? List the words that He chose. Maybe He said, take your child to Bible class, and provided the opportunity. Home Bible studies, wage a war, have prayer time. Be sure and make sure your children know that you're glorifying God every day with every action. I'm so sure that most of you, or some of you, know or have seen the movie War Room. And I'm going to post the link to War Room. And if you haven't seen it, it is so good. And it will inspire you so much, especially having a little bit of an example of private prayer to you, praying over your children. It doesn't have to be a big deal. It doesn't have to be a big spectacle or a ceremony of any, but it is a private thing between you and God and His guidance He's going to give you with your children. One of the most important things to pray for, as I said before, was wisdom. The wisdom to understand that there will be mistakes, there will be wrong choices, but we need to learn to recover from those. And that will be our maturity and how we grow with God.